Right now, you have skill that could be making you money. The problem isn't that you lack talent. It's that you don't see the value in what you already know. Think about this. What do your friends always ask you for help with? Maybe they come to you when they need their computer fixed, or when they want relationship advice. Perhaps you're the one who always plans the perfect birthday parties, or you can explain complicated topics in simple ways. These aren't just random things you're good at, they are potential income streams. Let me share a story. Sarah worked as a nurse, but she had a side talent for organizing spaces. Her friends joked that she could organize a tornado. During the pandemic, when money got tight, she started posting before and after photos of her organized closets on social media. Within 6 months, she was earning $2,000 a month helping people declutter their homes. Sarah didn't go to organizing school. She didn't have a business degree. She just recognized that her natural skill had value in the marketplace. Here's what most people get wrong. They think they need to be the absolute best at something to make money from it. That's not true. You just need to be better than the person willing to pay you, and you need to solve a problem they have. Your cooking might not win awards, but if you can teach a busy parent how to make healthy meals in 20 minutes, that's valuable. Your drawing might not hang in galleries, but if you can create simple illustrations for small businesses, that's income. The first step is inventory. Grab a piece of paper and write down everything you're decent at. Don't judge it. Don't think about whether it's marketable. Just write it all down. We'll figure out the money part next. Now that you've listed your skills, let's talk about finding people who will pay for them. This is where most people get stuck. They think, sure, I can do this, but who would actually pay me? The answer is simpler than you think. People pay for 3 things: to save time, to make money, or to avoid pain. Let's break this down with real examples. If you're good with technology, busy business owners will pay you to set up their social media accounts because it saves them time. If you understand investing, people will pay for your guidance because it helps them make money. If you're great at resolving conflicts, couples will pay you to help them communicate better because it helps them avoid the pain of relationship problems. Here's a practical exercise. Take each skill from your list and ask yourself these 3 questions. First, how can this skill save someone time? If you're fast at data entry, small businesses might pay you to handle their bookkeeping. If you're good at research, authors might pay you to fact-check their articles. Second, how can this skill help someone make money? If you understand social media, you could help local restaurants increase their online orders. If you're good at writing, you could help coaches create email sequences that sell their programs. Third, how can this skill help someone avoid problems? If you're organized, you could help people prepare for tax season. If you're good with kids, you could help parents plan stress-free birthday parties. But here's the key. You need to get specific about who your market is. Don't say everyone. That's nobody. Instead of I help people get organized, try I help working moms organize their homes so they can find what they need without stress. The more specific you get, the easier it becomes to find your customers. Working moms hang out in certain Facebook groups, read certain blogs, and shop at certain stores. Everyone hangs out nowhere you can find them. Start with one specific group. You can always expand later, but you need to get really good at helping one type of person first. You don't need a business plan, a website, or a logo to start making money from your skills. Here are 5 ways you can start owning this week. Method 1, the service route. If you have a practical skill, offer it as a service. Web design, writing, tutoring, pet sitting, house cleaning. These can all start with just a conversation. Post in local Facebook groups. Tell your network. Put up flyers. Sarah, the organizer, started by posting one before and after photo and got 3 clients that week. Method 2, teaching what you know. People pay good money to learn skills faster than figuring them out alone. You can teach through online courses, one-on-one coaching, or group workshops. Marcus was a mechanic who started making YouTube videos about basic car maintenance. He now sells online courses and makes more from teaching than from fixing cars. Method 3, creating digital products. Write an ebook, create templates, design printables. These take time upfront but can earn money while you sleep. If you're good at budgeting, create a budgeting spreadsheet. If you understand fitness, write a workout plan. Digital product scale because you create once and sell many times. Method 4. Freelancing platforms. Website connect you with people who need your skills right now. Yes, the competition is tough, but if you're specific about what you offer and who you serve, you can stand out. Instead of I do graphic design, try I create social media graphics for fitness trainers. Method 5. The consultation model. This works especially well if your skill involves problem solving. People pay for advice. If you've successfully lost weight, you could offer weight loss consultations. If you've built a successful garden, you could consult on landscaping. If you've managed difficult employees, you could help other managers. Here's what I want you to do right now. Pick one method and commit to testing it this week. Don't try all 5. Pick one, focus on it completely, and see what happens. You can try the others later. The biggest mistake people make is thinking they need everything perfect before they start. They want the perfect website, the perfect business cards, the perfect pitch. Perfect is the enemy of profit. Start messy, then improve as you go. Remember, you're not looking for perfection. You're looking for your first paying customer. That first customer teaches you more about your business than 6 months of planning ever could. Pricing your skills. This is where most people sabotage themselves before they even start. They either price too low because they don't think they are worth much, or they don't price at all because they're afraid to ask for money. Let's fix both problems right now. First, understand this. Price is not about you. It's about the value you create for your customer. If you save a business owner 5 hours a week, and their time is worth $50 an hour, you're creating $250 of value weekly. You could charge $100 and they'd still get a great deal. Here's a simple pricing framework that works for most skills. For hourly services, research what others charge in your area, then start 20% below that rate. Not because you're worth less, but because you're building a reputation. Once you have 5 happy customers and some testimonials, raise your rates. For project-based work, estimate how long it will take, multiply by your hourly rate, then add 50% for unexpected complications. Projects always take longer than you think. For products and courses, price based on the result you deliver, not the time it takes you to create. A budgeting course that helps someone save $2,000 a year is easily worth $200, even if you created it in a weekend. But here's what most pricing advice gets wrong. It focuses on the money. The real issue is mindset. You need to believe you deserve to be paid for your skills. Let me tell you about Jennifer. She was amazing at creating meal plans, but felt guilty charging for something that came naturally to her. She started by charging $10 for a week's worth of meal plans. Her customers got incredible value. They saved money on groceries, ate healthier, and stopped stressing about dinner every night. Jennifer realized she wasn't charging for her time. She was charging for the years of experience that made it look easy. She was charging for the stress she removed from their lives. She was charging for the money she saved them. Once she understood this, raising her prices to $75 per meal plan felt completely reasonable. Your skills might feel natural to you, but they are valuable to others. The thing that comes easily to you might be exactly what someone else struggles with and would pay to solve. Start with prices that feel slightly uncomfortable but not terrifying. If you're completely comfortable with your prices, you're probably charging too little. If you're terrified to say your price out loud, you might be charging too much. Find that middle ground where you feel stretched but confident. And here's a pricing secret. Most people who complain about your prices weren't going to buy anyway. The right customers understand that quality costs money. They are not looking for the cheapest option. They are looking for the best value. Building your reputation. You can have the best skills in the world, but if nobody knows about them, you won't make money. Building a reputation isn't about becoming famous. It's about becoming trusted by the right people. The fastest way to build reputation is through results. Every client you help becomes a walking advertisement for your work. But you need to be strategic about collecting and sharing those results. Start by documenting everything. Take before and after photos if your skill creates visual changes. Collect written testimonials from every customer. Track the specific results you deliver. Money saved, time reduced, problem solved. Here's how Tom built his reputation as a productivity coach. He started by helping 3 friends organize their workflows for free. He documented the process, measured the results, and asked for detailed testimonials. One friend went from working 60 hours a week to 45 hours while getting more done. Another eliminated 2 hours of daily email management. Tom used these case studies to get his first paying clients. Those clients led to more testimonials, which led to more clients. Within a year, he had more work than he could handle, all from helping 3 friends for free. But documentation is only half the battle. You need to share your expertise publicly. This doesn't mean you need to become a social media influencer. It means you need to be visible where your potential customers spend time. If you help small businesses, comment helpfully in small business Facebook groups. If you teach cooking skills, share simple tips on Instagram. If you offer financial advice, write helpful posts on LinkedIn. The key is to be genuinely helpful, not salesy. Share valuable information freely. Answer questions without pitching your services. Help people solve small problems for free. This builds trust and positions you as an expert. Every week, share one piece of valuable content related to your skill. It could be a tip, a case study, a behind-the-scenes look at your process, or an answer to a common question. Consistency matters more than perfection. Network with other professionals who serve your target market. If you help people organize their homes, connect with real estate agents, interior designers, and moving companies. They might refer clients to you. Join professional groups related to your skill. Attend virtual meetups, participate in online forums, and contribute to discussions. The goal isn't to sell. It's to build relationships with people who might need your services or know someone who does. Remember, reputation builds slowly, then all at once. You might feel like nothing is happening for months. Then suddenly you have more work than you can handle. Trust the process and keep showing up consistently. Scaling beyond your time. Here's the problem with selling your skills. You're trading time for money, and there are only 24 hours in a day. If you want to build real wealth from your talents, you need to find ways to earn money that don't require your direct time. Let's explore 5 scaling strategies that work for almost any skill. First strategy is creating systems and templates. Instead of doing the work yourself, create the tools that help others do the work. If you're great at creating budgets, don't just make budgets for people. Create a budgeting system they can use themselves. If you're skilled at social media marketing, don't just manage accounts. Create templates and workflows that businesses can implement. Rachel was a virtual assistant who realized she was recreating the same processes for every client. She packaged her systems into a course called the Complete Virtual Assistant Toolkit. She now makes more money selling the system than she ever did providing the service. Second strategy is building a team. As demand for your skills grows, hire others to help deliver the work. You become the quality controller and client relationship manager, while others do the hands-on work. This requires strong systems and training, but it lets you serve more clients without working more hours. Third strategy is creating recurring revenue. Instead of one-time projects, structure your services as ongoing relationships. If you help businesses with bookkeeping, offer monthly packages instead of hourly work. If you teach guitar, create membership programs with monthly lessons and resources. Fourth strategy is licensing your expertise. If you develop a unique method or system, license it to others who want to offer the same service. Fitness trainers do this with workout programs. Business coaches do this with their methodologies. You create the system once, then earn royalties every time someone else uses it. Fifth strategy is moving up the value chain. Start by doing the work, then teach others to do the work, then coach people who teach others to do the work. If you begin as a freelance writer, you might become a writing coach, then create a program that trains other writing coaches. But here's what's crucial. Don't try to scale too early. Master the basics first. Get really good at delivering your core service. Build a reputation for quality. Understand your market deeply. Then start thinking about scaling. Many people try to build passive income before they built active income. They want to create courses before they've proven they can teach. They want to build systems before they understand the work. This usually leads to products nobody wants and scaling strategies that don't work. The path is simple. Learn your skill deeply, deliver it excellently, build a reputation, understand your market, then scale strategically. Also, remember that scaling often means changing your role. You might love doing the hands-on work, and that's okay. Not everyone wants to build a big business. Some people prefer to stay skilled practitioners who earn well from their expertise. There's nothing wrong with that path. But if you do want to scale, start planning early. Document your processes as you develop them. Build systems that don't depend on you personally. Create training materials as you learn what works. This makes scaling much easier when you're ready. The goal isn't to work less. Most successful people work just as hard after scaling. The goal is to work on higher value activities that create more impact and income. Let's wrap this up with a clear action plan. Knowledge without action is just entertainment, and I want you to actually make money from your skills. Here's what you need to do in the next 7 days. Day 1. Complete your skills inventory. Write down everything you're good at, no matter how small or obvious it seems. Day 2. Pick your top 3 skills and identify who would pay for them using the time on a pain framework we discussed. Day 3. Choose one skill and one target market. Get specific about who you want to help and how. Day 4. Set your initial pricing using the framework we covered. Remember, slightly uncomfortable but not terrifying. Day 5. Create your first piece of marketing content. This could be a social media post, a conversation with a friend, or a message in a relevant online group. Day 6. Reach out to 3 potential customers. This might feel scary, but it's the only way to validate your idea. Day 7. Reflect on what you learned and plan your next steps. The most important thing to remember is this: your skills have value right now, exactly as they are. You don't need more training, more experience, or more confidence. You need to start. Every expert was once a beginner. Every successful business started with someone deciding to turn their knowledge into income. Every person making money from their skills had a moment where they went from thinking about it to doing something about it. This is your moment. Your skills are waiting to be monetized. Your ideal customers are waiting to be helped. The only question is, will you take action, or will you keep waiting for the perfect moment that never comes? Start this week. Start small if you need to, but start. Your future self will thank you for taking that first step today. The money is there. The opportunity is there. The only thing missing is your decision to begin. What are you going to do about it? Thanks for watching. Kindly like and subscribe.